Today is July 7th, 2023. This is Chief Abundance. I want to appreciate the House of TACC for having engaged in this important and also very critical assignment where the community has been put two options as we go out into the exchange. And what we are doing here, it's a new dimension that other exchange will follow. And so I will explain in a little bit more depth. And of course, persons who have voted, you also have an option to change your vote before we do the final tally. And I also believe that there will be a Google spreadsheet so that persons do not vote twice, if I am not mistaken. I think it's coming. The admin will put that out. But at the end of the day, this may be the most critical decision that the community will take. Now, let me give a little explanation as to what is going on. And whether you decided for option A, it would not be wrong. Option B would not be wrong. This is a democratic exercise based on your understanding of what will happen. And so I am here to amplify and to shine a little bit more light as to what will happen. Because both options have their merits, have their advantages. They also have their disadvantages. Now, the reality is we are creating a roadmap to legitimize the price that we go out on the exchange. And we're also creating a record that we will be able to present for future references. Because the whole idea is that we must build trust and we must maintain credibility. And so here is what will happen. Taking option A. Option A starts with $1, and it will give the community, because this is advanced now. This is the advanced option. Option 1 starts at $1, and when all the rounds are completed, and don't forget that at every round, it means that you are attracting new investors at all levels. New investors at all levels. Now, one of the key ingredients here that you have to take in mind, that when we go on the exchange, the price that we put on the exchange, the system is engineered that it will not fall below the value. It can only fluctuate above the value. For example, if we go out to the gate with 50,000 after we have done the rounds, because don't forget that because of the price, we cannot artificially inflate this one. We cannot artificially inflate it. We have to show the homework, how we get to that price above Ethereum. The second, basically, would be in this field globally. And so it will caught global attention. It will caught investors, institutional investors' attention. Those who did not know us will know us now. And so this system is a buffer against inflation and poverty for lifetime. And so the system is engineered in a way that once you put it there, whether at 50 or 100, it can only fluctuate above it. So in the case of 15,000, it goes to 20,000, it can fall back to 15,000, but it cannot fall back to 14,000. Also, the system is engineered that it has the flexibility. When it goes to 50,000, there's a buffer that can put at 30 or 35, so it doesn't pass that way. Now, Tiashan, when institutional investors, governments, serious crypto fanatic understand the system in play, some people will empty their banks. Some will even sell their properties. Government will now have a coin that they can invest taxpayers' money in, knowing that there is a buffer against loss, there is a hedge against inflation, and we have now positioned ourselves as a global leader in the industry. That is why TACC was introduced. That is why I said the vision was not given to you. And please do not drown yourself. Equally, option B is another option that allows you to begin from small beginnings, where the price goes out at $1, also testing the community at that level, your ability to expand the base, knowing that when it goes to $50, it also has that buffer that it can only go up in one direction. And yes, we will also have the mechanism in place as it grows to maintain a level of stability. I said we are creating the standard for the industry. We are not rushing anything. We have taken our time. We have solidified the foundation. I now ask the Tiashan to expand the base. Expand the base. And so you have an option. You have two options. And of course, you can always change your vote at any time between now and when the vote closes. And so I believe those of you who have brought people into TACC, you now need to go and give them information so that the voting can really and truly reflect the community. Yes, others are commenting based on how they see it. I have no problem with that. You have your opinion. You can voice your opinion the way how you know it. If you want to vote B, you vote B. You give your rationale, your reason. You want to vote A, you vote A. You give your rationale and your reason. But at the end of the day, we are creating a system that does not exist. And we must show our side work, especially with option one. How did we get there? And it means when we get there, it would have been momentum that got us there. And momentum and the possibility and the opportunity that this coin has buffers all the way to the top. Even at 500,000, the system will not allow it to go back to 300,000. And so we are protecting investors' money while expanding, because at the same time, we must expand the community to give the coin utility. Hence the reason, apart from you will be able to exchange it with other crypto. Secondly, the importance of the diaspora city comes into play, and that is why we have to run them parallel. You cannot promote TACC without the abundance diaspora city. You cannot do it. It will be a disadvantage. It will be very short-sighted. And so you must print our white paper so you understand what we're doing. This boat, when the tide lifts it, everybody will be affected. We are saying that the time has come as a community that we must come together to buttress artificial scarcity. We must come together to address global issues. I said all the time, when you solve global problems, global wealth follow you. We must determine that this year, our year of abundance, that which we have imagined shall come to pass. Many try to stop us, and they will not stop, because the success of TACC, I also say, will disturb nations and continents. Because we are creating a system and a people that will reposition the global financial structures. That is what we're doing. That is why I said to you, if you're not prepared to die at the helm, don't come in. Once you're leading, because it's not going to be an easy road. When you're leading people into a different direction that will benefit the masses, the world always come tumbling down. The good thing about TACC, that we are not in one location. So no one government or no one corporation, institution can affect TACC. We have a global operation. And so I want to thank you